Testing 1, 2, 3. This will be the Community Redevelopment Agency November 7th, 2018 regular meeting.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Community Redevelopment Agency regular meeting, November 7th, 2018, approximately 6 p.m. Please join Member Osmer for a moment of silence and the pledge.
Please stand and join in a moment of silence. Thank you. And the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
This time I'll open up the podium for public comment. This is for, citizens' comments on non-agenda items. Hearing none. We go back to the board and members' comments. Any comments from the members? Hearing none. Director's report.
We don't have one.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item 6, discuss, take action on revised conceptual plan for Doubles Hoagies.
Hopefully we can get the PowerPoint up and running. Now we'll talk through. In accordance with the developer's agreement, the applicant and purchaser of the Peg Ledge property at 1604 and 1612 A1A is bringing back to you a revised concept plan. Nothing's really changed on the site plan side of it, the civil work. What they basically did is they refined the design and style of the building. They reduced it a little bit in square footage. It's still about 44,680 square feet, but with a different roof configuration, which helps them accommodate the solar panels. Not in this package. I got a little bit later than that, but I have one detail, roof detail of 74 solar panels that I think that may have slightly changed again, but it's basically being planned for that roof. If you guys up and running?
Almost there. Sorry. Forgot the flash down.
What they want to show you is the new design. You have it in your package, but really for the benefit of the public, so everybody can kind of see what they're doing there. And they are very anxious to move forward to having it close on before December 21st. As soon as Corey is ready with a certified general contractor, he'll go over the details of it.
Everything else meets?
Yeah, no, there was no changes to what we agreed upon in the developer's agreement as far as like the green amenities, so nothing's changed there. Actually, a lot of the design that they're doing is to help facilitate that, such as like with the roof design.
Great. So the changes, I guess he'll show us from what there was till...
I'm sorry, say again?
The changes that created, they'll show us those changes.
They're going to talk them through.
Okay, great, that's fine.
What you're going to actually see, I'm assuming here, is what the new building design looks like.
Perfect.
They weren't 100% happy with their original design. They kind of rushed through just to kind of get something out there, but they've spent a lot more time doing the research and design, and they came up with a product that they're very happy with. They didn't really change much about the interior as far as what they're offering and their business practices. This is really a smaller footprint with a larger deck outside. Unless Corey tells me differently, that's what I believe is happening here.
All right. Sorry about that. My name is, do I need to say name and address? Corey Runcie with Certified General Contractors. I'm the pre-construction manager. Company address is 730 East Strawbridge Ave, Melbourne, Florida 32901.
And I'm Jake Mulvihill, owner of Doubles.
Katie Mulvihill.
So as John mentioned, there really hasn't been much change. Well, there's been a few changes since the last time we presented the majority of the package. You guys have requested some clarification on our solar plans. We have come up with a good plan to meet almost the guide. We met with CEG, which is Construction Engineering Group, and also a solar consulting company, our structural engineering firm and our civil engineering firm. And we were able to we maxed out the size of the panels on the roofing plant and over the aluminum trellis. We maxed that area out, and the maximum amount of percentage of power we can provide from CEG is 25% of the building's power usage. He ran load calculations and numbers based on the projected energy consumption from FP&L for a standard restaurant, and also looked at the old bills from doubles at their old location. And so the maximum that we can get with this amount of panels is 25%. This is the proposed roofing plan showing those solar panels. Let me see what else we have.
I think the down button actually moves it forward. There you go.
Oop. You can just go to the second page, please. So also, another big change was code requirement for the pitched roof. So we switched from a block and steel bar joist building structure type with a flat TPO roof to a nice pitched, more of a Key West style, coastal style look. We added the tower feature in the middle. We shrunk the building from right around 5,200 to about 4,500. Working with the bank very closely, the project was pretty severely over budget as we designed it originally. So we kind of shrunk the building footprint a little bit, changed the building type, improved the facade, added a lot of windows, added the standing seam metal roof. We added the canopies, we added the clerestory windows up top. You guys had also requested you wanted to see some of the landscaping and the rendering. This isn't exactly what we'll be doing, but this is a good example of what we'll be following. So we think it turned out really nice, and is definitely an improvement. If you can go to the next sheet, please. So this is just, you guys have a copy of this. This is an updated site plan with MBV Engineering. We'll be submitting for permit on the site plan approval side next Friday. And we're on track to have our building permit package submitted by 12/1 to meet the closing date. We've got our entire design team and consultant side working as fast as possible to meet that date, and we're going to hit it. If you can go to the next page, please. These are some architectural elevations Dave Nagrodsky drew. So you can see we have a lot of cedar shake painted white. This is pretty much just a colorless version of the rendering. We still have the open air aluminum trellis system where we're going to be doing the solar panels that'll be tiltable on the north side with fabric awnings underneath that. And if you go to the next sheet. And there's the two other elevations, the west and the north side. So we were able to add a lot of nice architectural elements. We had to keep a small section of flat roof for the packaged rooftop units, and also the kitchen equipment exhaust fans on top of there. So that'll be screened off with a nice aluminum mesh screening, and have an access ladder for that area. And then there's also another attachment saved on the desktop. That one right there, doubles PV. So we've met 3 or 4 separate times. CEG is our mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineer that we've brought in the team for this project. Mr. Dave Alley, who's done numerous solar projects, ran the analysis on the building and the site. And you can see here's a lot of verbiage, and I'll make sure you guys have a copy. John, sorry for being so last minute on that. We just got the letter at like 5:45, so. Anyways, it details the building type, the building design. Having to shrunk the footprint allowed us to have less solar panels on the building. So with all that being said, he thinks we can achieve a 25% power consumption with solar, compensating for that. So we're designing the building to have 25% solar power provided back to the system. We have a modified gear package to allow that to tie into the main MDP and the automatic transfer switch. We have chase lines going up to the roof for all the solar panels. It's currently not in the budget to do it immediately, but it's in the plan to do it as soon as physically possible once Katie and Jake get their cash flow moving again. Get out of the red a little bit. And maybe the system may become more efficient before the 5-year deadline, but we fully intend on doing it. We're designing it to have it done. And if the project comes in under budget, then we will go ahead and add that back into the plan. But it's being designed to have that system in place. So if you have any questions, let me know.
One question, this, or might not be just about this, the time frames. Are we going to mess them up any by sliding our council meetings because of the holiday? We're all good with that?
Yeah, we gave them until after the New Year, so.
Right, but I mean, they were saying they wanted to close when then?
I think December 21st, but I think there's no more,
You don't have a council approval.
anything, any more council meetings.
Okay, great, I just want to make sure we're,
They have to close in January, but it doesn't have to.
peace. Right, I just want to make sure that our schedule wasn't causing them to delay.
We care about your schedule, though, because you have to.
Any further questions?
No.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
At this time, I'll open up for public comment on agenda item 6. Hearing none, back to the board. Is there a motion?
I kind of look at this as, if 25% is what we can get, that's 25% that, we didn't have before as far as saving energy. So I think this is great that, we're moving in this direction as a city to get some of our businesses doing this. So I'll make a motion to accept the revised conceptual site plan for double Hoagies.
I have a motion by Vice Chair Montanaro, second by Member Gibson.
Yes.
Further discussion? Hearing none, Lenore?
Mark Breimer?
Yes.
Steve Osmer?
Yes.
Mindy Gibson?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Montanaro?
Yes.
Chairman Catino?
Yes, motion passes. Thank you. We'll move on to agenda item 7. Discuss, take action on canceling the available but unused funding under the existing Satellite Beach Community Redevelopment Agency variable rate tax increment revenue note, Series 2006.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. This is just in brief. We have an existing, it's not a line of credit, but a variable tax rate increment revenue note from 2006 that we took out to do a number of projects through the CRA. As you recall, and we've accomplished, the projects that the money was intended to be used for. And so the bank that this is with is Bank of America, and they reached out to us and asked if we had any intentions of tapping into that available but unused funds, and we don't, because as you know, we're getting ready to close down projects, we're at the tail end of everything. So bottom line is this is about reducing that available balance and simply continuing to pay down the existing loan as it stands, with no other intentions to take on additional debt in the CRA. So that's what this is about, closing that down.
Question. In the perfect world, hopefully we have no projects planned. But do we want to close it down now, or do you want to close it down with the end of the cycle of the CRA? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, what happens if something pops up? What do you...
We have an agreement with the county that we wouldn't take out any additional debt.
Okay.
So but if we did use the rest of remaining credit, that would be taking out additional debt.
Okay. Yeah. Just wanted to... Okay. Questions? At this time, open up for public comment on agenda item 7.
David Schechter, Satellite Beach, forever. What projects are still on the list? Are we still going to try to do some streetscape on Jackson?
Well, we moved that out of the CRA, and we're going to be funding that through the TBO and the capital assets fund.
Okay. The other one was there's some upgrades we're going to make at the community center too. Are those in or out?
No, we have, right now, left in the plan is the Civic Center and A1A Streetscape, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Seeing no further speakers, bring it back to the board for further comment.
I'll make a motion to approve the revised concept. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. I'm going to make a different motion. Make a motion to authorize the executive director or city manager to permanently cancel any unused availability under the Satellite Beach Community Redevelopment Agency variable rate tax increment revenue note, Series 2006. I did that one breath.
Second.
I have a motion by member Gibson, second by member Osmer. Further discussion? More?
Who's it down?
Mark Reimer.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Montanaro.
Yes.
Steve Osmer.
Yes.
Minnie Gibson.
Yes.
Chairman Catino.
Yes, motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to agenda item 8, discuss take action on CRA resolution number 21.
CRA Resolution Number 21, a resolution of the City of Satellite Beach Community Redevelopment Agency, Brevard County, Florida, amending the fiscal year 2017-2018 CRA budget, Resolution Number 17. Said resolution was previously amended by CRA Resolution Number 19 and providing an effective date.
Thank you.
It's fairly straightforward. One of the things that we're doing is adding $131,000 into expenditures, which will cover some of the additional funds that we had budgeted for that we did not expend for all the Civic Center projects, so those will roll forward. In addition, we will also be returning $331,931 back to the taxing authorities. So that breaks it down to $215,755 back to the city's general fund and $116,176 to Brevard County. Be happy to answer any other questions.
Okay. Questions? I have one. So the other day when the air conditioners went out, did that side go out also?
Which one now?
When the air conditioner went
Yeah,
out?
the Civic Center, yes.
So is that repair coming out of the CRA since it's in the CRA?
No, you can't pay for maintenance issues with CRA dollars.
Okay.
So you can only pay for upgrades.
So if we upgrade the air conditioning, you can, no?
To a newer unit?
Higher ceiling unit, that's an upgrade.
Doesn't work that way?
No.
All right, sorry. I was just trying
I
to.
like to stay on the right side, like really far onto the right
Yeah,
side.
we don't want any chance. We don't want to take
Instead
any
of
chance.
melding into the gray areas, it's really better to
I was
stay
just, trying to
on the
say
really
here,
good
hey,
right side.
there's money out of here. So, okay. Any further? Okay, this time open up agenda item 8 for public comment. Hearing no public comment, back to the board.
I make a motion to adopt CRA Resolution 21.
Second.
I have a motion by Vice Chair Montanaro, second by Member Osmer. Further? Hearing none. Lenore?
Minnie Gibson.
Yes.
Mark Reimer.
Yes.
Steve Osmer.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Montanaro.
Yes.
Chairman Catino.
Yes. Moving on to agenda 9, which is the approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion to adopt the minutes from the October 3rd, 2018 regular meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Member Osmer, second by Member Gibson. Any discussion? Changes? Just one more?
Mark Reimer.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Montanaro.
Yes.
Minnie Gibson.
Yes.
Steve Osmer.
Yes.
Chairman Catino.
Yes. Minutes passed. Any further business before the board? Hearing none, meeting is adjourned.